Okay, so let's look at the info slider, an element included in the OctoMono bundle. So as usual, we will start by dropping the element on the page and access the dashboard. And then once you're in the dashboard, you can filter and then select info slider. Here at the center, you got a preview. The info slider is a hover slider, so when you hover over one of those thumbnails, you can have up to 3 slides. When you hover over one of those thumbnails, the large image will become visible here at the top, and some more description can go below, which will become visible. In this example, you're not going to be able to directly upload images and content, so content title and text will be added inside of the Weebly editor. So let's have a quick look at some of the settings. You can set a max width for your slider. I'm going to leave it as it is. You can add some spacing above, under the amount of slides, where you have a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 3. Then you can give some background color to those thumbs here, where you get all those info. You can set a max height for the text, the info text, which will be this text that you will be including later. I'll show you how that looks. You can round edges or you can make them squared. And then we can have a look at the large image which can have a landscape view 16:9 or 3:2. I'm going to leave it as a landscape. And then here you get some color, which you can change, some accent color, which will move, which is like a guide that will be visible above and under your selected thumb. And then also for devices, to make it responsive, you can select the amount of pixels your screen has for the cards, for the slider to become visible in cards. So each of those cards will become visible. We'll have a look at that as well. And then you have the option of linking the cards, where you can add your link for the card 1, 2, and 3. So let's just save this. And let's have a look how it is inside of the Weebly editor. So now you can see that the slider is here, and once you hover over it, you can see that the image above changes, slider, and info will become visible. So we can do something, for example, like this. We'll add slide 1 or title 1, and let's make that a bit bigger, so you can change those colors with a Weebly text option, and then here you can go, some text can go here, just like that. And let's copy it a few times. Just like that. And you see we are creating a little bit of an overflow where this is not going to become visible at the end. We're going to do the same exactly here. So we call this slide 2. Change the title a bit so it looks a bit distinguished from the other, and then we can add some text here, and then we can add the title 3, for example. Make that bold, scale up the size a bit, and just add some text as well. So okay, now you can upload the images. So first you can upload whatever you want. Those two images do not have to be the same. In this case, I'm going to use the same, but they do not have to be the same. You could probably, since this is a small thumbnail, create a smaller image. And then for this image, include a larger one, just so that your page loads a bit faster, because this size obviously is a reduced size of that one. But for this example, I'm just going to be using the exact same one as a demo purpose, like that. You can see we uploaded this one, and now for our third slide and last, we're going to include another one, just like that. So now let's quickly have a look at the live page to see the difference, because inside of the Weebly editor you can see here that our title, image, and text are becoming visible, but on the live page it's actually different. Let's refresh, wait till the slider appears. So you can see that our thumbnail image of the first image is hidden, since it is becoming visible right here, and then our text, our description text, is becoming visible once a slide is active. So you change to a slide simply by hovering to another one. So now the thumbnail image becomes a large one, the description becomes visible, and so on. You can also see that all of those things, as well the large image as the card itself, will have a link attached to it that you can specify inside of the OctoMono dashboard. So I was talking about before about that you can set the amount of pixels of screen width so that when a slider should become a card. So you can see right here that this is actually a card where you have your thumbnail image, title, and things. So everything will become visible and links will be preserved as well. So this is actually, if you were to set this to 769, then you see that, no, I set this to 100. You're going to see that this is still a slider. So if we were to set this to 768, I don't know why it keeps jumping like that, then it will become, it will turn into a card where everything will become visible. So this is more or less, let's have a quick look. If there's another setting we overlooked. No, I think that's actually about it. So those links, and this is the responsive cards. If you just want to show cards being stacked instead of the thing, you would set it higher, but you would obviously not be using a Infoslider like that. So that's about it. I hope you like this slider. This slider was requested by one of our users, and I hope as many people can get use out of it. And if ever you have any suggestions, do please let us know, and we will always consider them. Thank you.